Hello, good evening. My name is Mr. Thomas Kildenson. I'd like to talk a little bit about the workplace, anybody who's involved in the workplace and teaching, and also my businesses and podcasts and all that other stuff. When you're in the workplace, sometimes you got to suck it up a little bit, and people expect you to bend over and kiss their ass. You don't have to do that. All you got to do is be yourself and be nice. You don't have to bend over and kiss their butt. Okay. There's been many situations over the last 14 years, especially as late with certain things that you think they're going to do. And sometimes people are going to use you for just being you. And it's just all there is to it. I'm super excited about my podcast show, Thomas Gilbert Sympathy Podcast Show, where we interview international leaders, where we also interview authors, any people that are interested in getting on. Right now, the show is free to interview me. However, there will be a $200 fee coming here soon. I have another thing that's going on, which is an upcoming book interview. And what also you're going to know is that build up your education and your experience that you have haters and jealous people out in the world. My advice to you is, you got to sometimes breathe it off your shoulder. Whether it's at your workplace, people in general, you just got to pray for them and hope best because there's just certain people out there that you cannot satisfy. Whether be the customers with their 50-star review, 5-star reviews on Google, tutors and tutors select, and then also doing a lot of different tutoring and teaching. You have to be patient, persistent. There are a lot of people out there that will get jealous of your skills, that will try to hate on you, and also make your life live in hell sometimes when it comes to trying to be successful at what you're trying to do. And I have several degrees and I'm looking for a six-figure job, and hopefully that'll come soon. But right now, I'm working under three fabulous people under my business. And my business is always thriving. 2 years in a row, six-figure salary with working, unfortunately, for probably one of the poorest districts in America because they just don't know how to manage the teacher usage and trying to just be selfish upon themselves and not caring about other people, how they feel about a certain situation. And this is why people leave. I would think that it's pretty bad that overseas supports my work more than some of the people in the United States, which is very sad. And sometimes you just have to bite the bullet. People don't want to give you credit. You keep on doing what you're doing because God knows not regular people. It's not out here to satisfy regular people. I'm here to make friends in the world, to be professional, but then there's only so far that you can go with that. Best advice is patience, persistence, cool, calm, and collectedness go a long way. We have people in this world that will be judgmental to you too, with the way you dress, because they don't think that, oh, he can't do that because he's dressed like this. He doesn't think like that because he's not like us. So you gotta be careful when you're working and you're hanging out and all this other stuff in general. The workplace is a very difficult place, especially in the school, where you got to be expectations have to be 200%. And you know, you would think with somebody that had 800,000 viewers on a TV show that people could listen to a little bit more, but they don't listen. They do it their own way, whether it be online, whatever, anywhere, and just basically do what they got to do. Also, being a doctoral student, you get a lot of open-minded feedback. Newspaper research papers. There's a lot of things out there that you have to be open-minded to. And sometimes you might not agree with it, but even if it's a dumb decision, you gotta go with it. It's like kind of like if you're going with your sports team, you know, the coach makes a dumb call, you're gonna yell at the TV. Or if you're in school and you know you're doing your job, right? And they just go ahead and put another teacher in, then that's basically what they do. It's basically what they do. They gotta, then, oh yeah, by the way, it's no big deal. We're just gonna put this person in, blah, blah, blah. Or like replace a guy like KJ Brown and put it in and replace him. And I tell you what, the world is just funny in its really particular ways. And one thing, you're doing a great job. And all of a sudden, it's like, what is going on here? It's a tip. You know what I mean? You can't satisfy everybody in this. It's just one of those things where you have to kind of take one step at a time. I know what I'm doing. I got a top rated business, and this is how far I've gotten in the last 5 years. Going my PhD program, doctoral program with an A. So, and I'm going to get these 24 credits transferred from the University of Phoenix. And whether they like it or not, I'm going to keep on not biting the bullet with it. And I'm going to keep on letting them have what I want. And that's like the 24 credits. I think dealing with different schools over the years, there's just things certain schools want to make changes and try to make them think that they're going to be the best. And in all reality, they're not, because they let other people down by how they act toward people. And this is at any job or any workplace, whether you're delivering, whether you're driving somebody, whether you're going to school. Going to school teaching is one of the most difficult jobs, one of the lowest underpaid jobs in history. That's what I'm going to say. And that's why a lot of people are getting out of it and doing their own thing with self-employment or doing the business administration jobs, which I would highly recommend. Because the teaching market is getting very more difficult than what it has ever been in 14 years of dealt with it. And it's definitely more of a professional learning environment than trying to be friends with people. I was going to say that and be up straight up forward, straight front with that, because it doesn't matter what you do. You can show up on time, go in early. It doesn't matter. You're still going to get treated with dirt. Or, okay, once in a while we could say good comments, but you can't really depend on people for that. You got to depend on yourself, be confident, do what you got to do, be you. For me, I picked up numerous clients off my business, or clientele, and then also internationally, and some people hate on that. I'm just going to say that safety some people jealous little haters. When it comes to 4 degrees, 5 certifications, 25 years of work experience, and this guy can land a job he wants, and that's all there is to it. And you know what? People make judgments. Oh yeah, he doesn't smile. Guess what? I have my own way of smiling. So people are made how they are, and nobody's going to change me for what I've done over the years, and that's all there is to it. I'm going to do what I got to do because I run a business and I run it very good and have very little few complaints. But when you're going to work, you got to follow rules and regulations. And whether you like it or not, whether people are going to be arrogant and act like they, on top of the world because they got the people's attention. Well, I've gotten people's attention too. So you know what? I got 30 books, 4 degrees, and 800,000 viewers on TV that not very many people get. So we're just going to end it like that. I'm going to put this video up and see how many views and if we're getting reactions. I want to see reactions. Thank you. Good night.